Zombie Strike Z-Bombz review. Unboxing. That was easy. What these are is sort of a play on the sock usage in HVZ games. If you aren't familiar with HVZ, frequently played on college campuses, people bundle up socks, duct tape them shut, and then throw them at people as a projectile in order to tag people, because it's a whole lot easier to quickly throw a couple of socks at very close range than to shoot somebody with a Nerf gun. These are essentially Hasbro's attempt at monetizing a very basic and very cheap concept, such as throwing a sock at somebody. It's difficult to see on camera, but what these are is a very squishy material. It almost feels like one of those stress balls, not the sand-filled ones, the foam and air-filled ones. The cosmetics of them look very aggressive. This looks like a gear that could seriously gash you, but it can't gash you at all. It's very, very gentle foam that actually, whoops, I just ripped a little. If you've ever felt a Nerf football, it's exactly like that, but miniature. So apparently the durability, I actually did just rip that, just trying to squeeze it on camera. Not prime there for the durability of the part. I'm barely stressing this and I just ripped it again. So not very durable. I can't really chrono these or give you a range test because it's completely dependent on arm strength and how well you know how to throw mechanically. But I can say with pretty good amount of certainty that you can't hurt anybody by throwing these. I would still advise using protective eyewear. If you throw it, it can still strike an eye, and it is a whole lot heavier than a Nerf dart, so you can still inflict pain if you catch an eye, but throwing at the body, there's no way this could hurt anybody. Without a range test, without objective data, you can't really articulate what's going on here, so pretty much just my opinion. Overall, they're really, really expensive socks. It's $10 for two of these. If you spend $10 on some Hanes socks, get some duct tape, wrap them up, and throw them at people, it's the same thing. In an HVZ, that's what a lot of people do because you can make a whole bunch of socks for very little money. Actually just buy socks and duct tape and roll them up, and then you have essentially these things, but a whole lot cheaper. $10 for something that if you throw it and it's dark, you might not get it back. You're losing $5 right there. So I would personally be super reluctant to throw these at somebody unless I'm guaranteed to get that back. If there's water behind them person, if there's bushes, you might lose it, which would stink. And watch out if you use these indoors. If you buy these for your son, if you're an adult, or you play indoors only, if you throw this at a lamp, it's heavy enough to knock a lamp over. If you have a picture frame, you might be able to break glass if you have a really strong arm and you're throwing hard. So watch out with that. I would not recommend using something of this mass indoors. Not for hurting individuals or people, just hurting things. Lamps are not very balanced. They're pretty lightweight, so you can knock something over, knock something off its stand, break it, whatever. Be cautious with that. But essentially, you could buy socks for a whole lot cheaper and they're the same thing unless you really like the cosmetics. Kind of a weird review, more of a product alert for anybody who's curious, but my opinion, maybe stay away from them. You can make sock things a whole lot cheaper. That's it, thanks for watching. Up here is the little latch to disconnect and connect the belt. You press that green thing in and then pull upward and then it unlocks. And now you can take off the belt. It is a little bit cumbersome to get the belt on.